Oklahoma's federal lawmakers taking a victory lap tonight after the House narrowly passed what they view as the biggest signature piece of legislation since President Trump took office for his second term. And the president is expected to sign the so-called Big Beautiful Bill into law at a ceremony tomorrow, Friday, July 4th.
But there are also many who are worried about what the cuts in this bill will mean for everything from health care to food assistance. News 4's Spencer Humphrey is hearing from both sides of how this affects Oklahomans. Spencer.
Yeah, guys, this bill passed both the U.S. House and Senate on extremely narrow margins. Congress split nearly in half on whether this is maybe the biggest win we've ever seen for working families or whether this is quite possibly the worst thing that could have ever happened for them.
The motion is adopted.
Republicans in Washington celebrating as the so-called Big Beautiful Bill passed the House by a narrow margin Thursday, now making its way to President Trump's desk.
To put it simply, this bill is President Trump's Make America Great Again agenda being codified into law.
The Republican package will slash taxes, boost spending on immigration enforcement in the military, and temporarily end taxes on some tips and overtime. It'll also impose steep cuts to Medicaid, food benefits, and clean energy funding. Every Congress member from Oklahoma voted in favor of it, Kevin Hern calling it something that everyone can be proud of. Stephanie Bice saying it's about delivering real support to hardworking Americans.
It's the largest deficit cut by any Congress ever in history. It makes tax cuts permanent.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates the bill will add more than $3 trillion to the national debt. Oklahoma State Democratic Party Chair, State Representative John Waldron, sums the bill up his own way.
Tax cuts for Bezos and Musk. Service cuts for the rest of us. We're out tens of millions of dollars in food programs. We're losing tens of millions of dollars in medical research to institutions like OU and OSU. They're even cutting things like weather services in a state that really relies on accurate weather forecasts.
The Congressional Budget Office also estimates Medicaid cuts will strip health care coverage from more than 11 million Americans. About 1 in 4 State's Medicaid program, Sooner Care.
A good portion of my patients could lose their coverage.
It's a loss hospitals across rural Oklahoma say will likely force many of them to close their doors.
$6.3 billion in Medicaid reimbursements will be taken away from the state of Oklahoma, and it will be hard to recover from that.
If we really want a pro-family approach here in Oklahoma, we should not be cutting that kind of care.
On Thursday, though, Senator Markwayne Mullin calling those worries unfounded.
They're going to be the ones that's going to have to explain why these lies that they said, that the tens of thousands of people are going to be dying each year. They're going to have to explain where all those morgues are that's holding those bodies, because they won't exist.
Meanwhile, Oklahoma Democrats look to this as a moment for reflection and regrouping.
But I do see the Democrats as having a mission in calling out the injustices of this bill that's going to add $3 trillion to the deficit. I think people voted for change because they didn't like where we were on Election Day. But I don't think they got the change they wanted.
And we've also heard from quite a few others about this bill today. The Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma calling the bill's passing, quote, deeply troubling, and saying it threatens access to health care and food assistance for thousands of Oklahomans. The State Medical Association's president also weighing in, saying, while some may look at the bill and believe it won't impact them, it's essential to remember that our health care system is interconnected, adding, the unfortunate truth is that we may all see the ripple effects of this ill-informed legislation for many years to come.